going live. It's so fun when we go live. It's so live. What is it? It's live. Everybody knows it's okay. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's we're working on theme songs here at Fruitfly. Don't bother me, so don't bother us about it. Okay. Hello, welcome to Fruitfly. Don't bother me. Hey, Hands.
Hey, volume 9.
Volume 9. Can you believe?
Can you believe? Remember when this pandemic started? You're like, I think I'm going to host some shows online. What do you think about that? And I was like, I mean, I guess we could do that like twice.
Yeah, we could do it, I guess, if you're like really interested.
Yeah, no, we've been doing it for like every week for a year.
Yeah, it's been pretty insane. And sometimes like double shows a week.
Yeah, you're busier than me.
I am. This month alone, I have 16 shows.
That's ridiculous. I love that for you.
I'm excited. And a good amount of them are like live shows too. So
I know. Getting back out there. I've got a live show on Sunday.
I know, with Claws Out Comedy, right?
Yeah, in Fort Worth.
Love, Mana. You're gonna do wonderful. You're just so
Thanks. I'm excited.
But welcome to Fruitfly, Don't Bother Me, Volume 9. We are going to talk about some really interesting stuff tonight, some hard-hitting stuff as well, but we'll get into that later. This is the month of St. Patty's Day, my mom's B-Day. She's a Pisces.
Love it.
So, yeah. I am, everyone knows this, I bring it up all the time. I'm a Cancer with Scorpio rising, Pisces moon, okay? My mom Pisces, and then my dad has the other 2 zodiacs that are make up me too in his life.
Adorable.
Isn't that cute? Like I'm equal balance. I love it. I just love stars and stuff. But yeah, we are going to talk about 2 topics that we were going to talk about last week. Sorry, we did not post last week, but guys, it was a snowstorm. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Apocalypse last week.
Yeah, how was the snowstorm for you? What happened with you?
I never lost power, thank God. So we had heat the whole time. So my whole like extended family moved in for the like whole week. So I had a crowded house, but we had heat. The worst thing that happened to me was that I didn't have cold water for like 24 hours because that pipe froze. And then my washing machine pipes froze and there was water in my washing machine and I couldn't drain it. So like my washing machine was like frozen, dirty laundry water for like 5 days. That was awful and disgusting. So I had to clean that out and it was a whole thing.
Yeah, that's not cute.
And then my front spigot for the water hose burst 3 days ago and flooded my front yard. But it was all outside, so it's totally fine. And I actually got that fixed today and I've done laundry and we're good.
That's awesome. I didn't have my power go out either, thank goodness. I think we're on the same grid as the airport because I live right next to it. I think that's probably why ours didn't go out. But I was out of work for a week and that was tough because I need human interaction. I can't just sit at my house. I need to talk to people because what happens is if I sit at home for a week and I don't talk to anyone, the next time I see someone, I'm going to overload them with energy. That's just what's going to happen because I just miss people, you know? So yeah, it was tough to see the news feed on Facebook, everyone, just what they were going through. Because a lot of people got hit pretty hard with this. Yeah. And lost power for like 3 or 4 days. Okay. Yeah. And the funny thing is a couple of those people, it was so cold where they were that like their ice cubes didn't even melt in the freezer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
For us here in Texas, that was cold. It was like in the teens.
It got lower than that. It was some were at one point I looked at my app and it said it was 3 degrees. And there were some places near us, like in DFW, that were -2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we've never seen that ever.
Yeah. Hi, Charla. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you guys.
Hi, friends.
Everyone.
Before we like fully dive in, I do want to say like a word. We lost a really good comedian in the DFW comedy family today. His name was Erik Myers. I did not personally know him, unfortunately, and but he seemed like a really cool guy and he was extremely funny. He was actually supposed to headline at Hyenas tonight, like right now. And so really sad. Definitely had to mention that. He was very much so loved and a very funny guy. So it really sucks when we lose one of our own DFW comics.
No, it is because even though like I know I didn't know him personally, but even if you, it's the camaraderie in the family that is comedy in Dallas. Like even if you don't know someone, I'm sure that people have heard about me and haven't seen me do anything. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's just sad when you see anyone leave your family, whatever way it is. And it just sucks that it's in this time that like he literally had a show tonight. That's how quick things happen, you know, and that's it could be all over tomorrow. Jesus, that's so sad.
I know, it's really sad. So
it is, but it's the truth.
Thinking of his family and all of his friends and a bunch of comedians who were like really close to him tonight.
Yeah, and feel free to search him on YouTube. I'm sure he has some videos on there of him doing comedy, just so we can sell his life. Oh, hello, you're adorable.
You have to go watch your movie.
Come on, Netflix is amazing.
She's so cute. And make sure that we can continue praising what he did. You know what I mean? It's
for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hannah's daughter is just the most adorable. I'm just like
hot mess.
She's so great. But on to some topics of the week. We are going to start with I'm greedy, so we're going to start with mine first.
Love it.
What I chose this week was Machine Gun Kelly. Okay. Now Machine Gun Kelly is he was in the news last week because he pulled an Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton, and him and Megan Fox are currently wearing vials of each other's blood around their neck.
Did you say Megan Fox?
Megan Fox, yeah.
Like the Transformer hottie?
Yes, like Jennifer's body.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not the first time that this has happened. Like I said, Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton did it when they were married. Were they married? I'm not sure, but
I think so.
I don't know if they're practicing vampirism. I don't know.
Like some kind of witchcraft involved.
I think the closest thing that I could relate to this is like if my cats died, I would get a vial of their ashes as a necklace. I totally would.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. You can like turn people's or animals' ashes into like really pretty stones. I would wear that.
Yeah,
but like blood, no.
Yeah, and they're still alive. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need that?
No, that's disgusting. Get a tattoo. Be old-fashioned. Come on.
And it's like in case they go missing, you have some of their blood.
Hey, we can always clone them, I guess.
No, that's cool. And I mean,
that to the future.
Megan Fox's body is probably mostly plastic, so we could get that easily done.
Yeah, doesn't expire.
Replicate that. But speaking of Machine Gun Kelly, I wanted to bring up some of his other beefs because the vial of blood was not good enough for me. So I wanted to look up what he had in the past, what dramas he's had. And he had a lot of beefs with Eminem and G. A big tradition in doing any sort of hip hop is you are calling people out in your songs most of the time. Eminem is like notorious for it. Think of any of his like first album songs.
Right.
Fred Durst, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera all being called out in one song. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's excessive.
T Swift and Kanye.
Yeah. Oh my God. Freaking T Swift. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Because she was a huge fan of his until he came up on stage and did that. Like,
right.
He really liked him.
Yeah. Ruined.
So crazy. But yeah, I think that right now people talking shit about people is in the forefront because we have nothing. Our lives are so like kind of miserable at this moment in time because there's not much we can do. So people are showing the worst parts of themselves.
Yep. We're bored.
And we're fucking seeing it on Fruitfly. Don't bother me.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy. It is ridiculous. We started the show early tonight because we want to make you guys go over to a show after this, but we'll talk about that later so you don't get distracted.
Yeah, priorities.
Damn it. I was talking about Machine Gun Kelly and I said distracted.
That wasn't on purpose?
No, it's just one of my new merch shirts. I'm just going to say.
I think that's a great idea.
No, I'm working with someone to get t-shirts made of me with my signature catchphrase, which is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what your catchphrase is.
It is, because I always say something really fucked up, and then right after it, I'm like, you know what I mean? And people,
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
we have no fucking idea what you mean.
Yep.
It's pretty real. This is the time to build up your own business of yourself. So yeah, I was like, let's get some merch going.
Yeah, I love that.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine was kind of a short one to talk about. So let's talk about yours. I know nothing about your topic.
Oh, fun. Okay. I'm a huge Bachelor fan. I'm in Bachelor Nation. I'm a little embarrassed by that, but it's true. There's nothing like a good Twitter storm going on for all that fun stuff. So basically there's a contestant on The Bachelor right now. Her name is Rachel. She's this cute little white girl. And we're not that far into this season when this broke. So I don't understand, like, I have a feeling that she's going to go really far. Like, if she's not picked, then maybe she's like top 3, because the network seems to be defending her a lot. So a lot of information broke that Rachel is like hella racist and a huge Trump supporter, and her parents are MAGA hat wearing QAnon Trumpsters. And she was in a sorority and like went to deep South themed parties that had Confederate flags, like bikini tops and like the Daisy Duke shorts, and it like white trash, just, I mean, complete racist white trash. And so of course all of this stuff is in her past, and she doesn't allude to any of that in the season currently or in her personal life. Like, nobody found racist tweets or anything like that. But everybody's assuming that the network found him first and had her delete it, you know, kind of like what the Voice did for you.
Yeah.
And so there's like all these theories, and everybody figured it out anyway, because she likes MAGA pictures on Instagram, like all the time.
She's aware that the person she's going for on the show is African American, correct?
So everybody's like freaking out and saying, okay, well, everybody cancel Rachel, right? So then there's an old Bachelorette contestant from like probably 4 or 5 years ago. Her name is also Rachel, and she's Black.
Oh yeah,
she was first Black. Yeah, she's from Dallas. She was our first Black Bachelorette. And so now she's like a representation or representative of like the African-American community on reality TV shows, because they're just not represented very often, especially on The Bachelor. Yeah. And so she now has like a little talk show.
Just in life, they need more recognition.
Agreed. So she has this little talk show, and Chris Harrison came on to talk about the allegations on the white girl, Rachel. So Rachel, the old Bachelorette, was like, Chris, what are your thoughts on this? And Chris defended her and was like, we need to stop looking at this through the 2021 lens. This was several years ago. Things weren't like that, like they are now. This is cancel culture. But it was just the way that he was kind of defensive of her, which makes me think that she either is chosen at the end, or she's like top 2 or top 3, because
or they're grooming her to like have her own season.
Maybe. I think I have a whole theory on that. I think I already know who the Bachelorette is for the next season. And it's not her, but maybe they were thinking about it at the time. Like, I don't know. So they, so Chris like super defended her. And then, I mean, Twitter exploded. And then all the other past contestants got on there and they're like, yeah, the entire network is racist. Chris is racist. Like, we need to cancel all of it. Chris needs to step down.
Yeah.
And no longer host the show, which I think is insane. I can't imagine The Bachelor without Chris Harrison. So he tweeted like this big, huge formal apology and was like, it was insensitive of me. I should have listened to my good friend Rachel when she asked me about this, and I should have been more sensitive, and blah blah blah. And there's no excuse, so I'm stepping down temporarily. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's even any more updates past that because I haven't found anything. So if you guys know anything more than I do about Chris Harrison, put it down in the comments.
Yeah.
But as of right now, he's saying that he's stepping down temporarily. So I have no idea what that looks like for Bachelor Nation.
No, yeah. It seems similar to the Morgan Wallen. Like he could come back and like rehabilitate his career. You know what I mean? And stepping down to like maybe take away some of the backlash. So I could see that. It's just him saying we need to stop looking at it through a 2021 lens. It's the fact that like if these things were said and they were never addressed and corrected, regardless of when that was in their lives, they need to address it, period, because it's out there. People know about it. So I used to say racist comments in the past, but that's behind me. Okay, then how is it behind you? What did you do to make that go behind you?
Right.
So, sorry. Got to put work in, bitch.
Bye.
No, I love The Bachelor, but it's one of those shows that's really hard for me to watch.
Oh, it's excruciating. You just want to kill everybody.
It's so awkward, especially when it's the women that are trying to like fight over a man.
I will tell you that this current season, I almost quit it. And then my good best friend was like, no, you need to keep watching because this is hands down the craziest girls that we've ever seen. And she was right. I'm hooked. These girls are clinically insane, mentally unstable. Like we need to have a mental health episode and like have therapists.
It's crazy how they get like really all of them are like knockouts. They're all beautiful.
And
it just goes to show you that even pretty people are crazy too.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like I'm way more stable.
And that's saying something.
Hair and Prozac. Like, God.
Fucking nanigans. I'm telling you. I remember one girl this season, I only watched the first episode and she came in with a dildo.
Yeah, that was a thing. She ended up being my favorite person.
Is she still there?
She just left, but I think she's going to be the Bachelorette.
How many people are left?
I have no idea. I'm behind like 2 weeks, but she left because some other girl like accused her of some drama and it wasn't true, and he believed the other girl, so he sent her home, and it was crazy. But at the end of the day, Katie is brilliant. Yeah. And she has 0 F's to give these girls, and she does not get caught up in the unnecessary drama. And she's so honest, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it when they find genuine people on that show.
It's rare, but Katie's a good one. She's one of the good ones.
There was oh God, I can't remember what season it was, but it was like they were going back home to visit like their families, and this one girl, super country, I forget her name, she had brown hair. She took I think it was Ben, and she took him to the top of like a water tower or something, and then a cop pulled up and it was her brother.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She was so authentic and so real.
No, wait, I don't.
She was on Bachelor in Paradise too. She's like, I think her dad was like dying of something.
I have no idea.
She was super country, adorable. Probably like 2 or 3 seasons ago, I think. I don't know.
There's too many of them now.
No, I'm telling you, it's just like Survivor. So many fucking seasons.
Honestly, I watch it just so I can know who they are on Bachelor in Paradise.
I would love to be on Survivor. I think that I would do really, really well.
I don't believe that.
Why? My mom, I told my mom I applied for one of the seasons. She's like, you can't go. You're going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's ever died on that show.
I mean, I don't think you're going to die, but I do think you're probably going to get like a near-death experience.
Why? What do you think? Why do you think I wouldn't do well?
Nicholas, I just don't think you're made for the great outdoors.
I camp.
Like how?
Like I worked at a summer camp, and every week you have to sleep outside with the kids like twice.
Okay, but that's like totally different because you know where you are.
It's way worse than regular camping because we just lay down a big tarp and the kids lay on it. We have nothing above us.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So people think because I'm a little gay that I would not be rustic. I am rustic as fuck. I
I
love
believe that you can be rustic. I just don't know if you can like kill to eat. You know what I mean?
oh my God, they've never killed anyone. I could kill an animal,
No,
but
not like a person. I mean an animal, obviously.
I was like, who's the biggest one? They're going first. No, I think I would do well on that show because I'm very social.
Mm.
And if someone was like, hey, are you gonna vote me out? I'd be like, oh my God, did you just see those two dragonflies fucking and flying at the same time? Did you see that? Isn't
That's
that
crazy.
just like distract them? So then they never got the
So
answer.
that's your tactic then.
It is. And then I'd just be like really sweet. No one be threatened by me physically in the challenges because they'd be like, oh,
Right.
I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So
I don't know. I at least like I know that I would not survive.
Oh yeah. And if I was on the same season as you, I'd convince everyone to vote you out first, for sure.
Oh, I would throw you off first.
They'd be
Whatever,
like,
people would want to keep me because I'm hilarious.
oh, okay, and I'm not. Okay. Tell me how you feel.
Look a comedian in the eye via Zoom and tell them that you're hilarious and see how they react. That's what happens.
I'm literally guarding my heart right now. Like I feel like it took a shot. We are gonna move on to the topic that we were gonna talk about this week. I didn't put them on the flyer because
That's at work.
just happened. Yeah, bitch, we have stuff to do.
Yeah.
But it is Tiger Woods. Y'all know him? Yeah, he was involved in a car accident. I tried to find footage of it, and they had footage, but not of the accident, just his car minutes before the accident, which it looks, I was trying to look to see, you know, like, because if he was speeding, then I would feel less bad about him getting in a car accident. You know what I mean?
What was that? What happened?
Okay, so he basically, let me get my notes here because I got them. I have two articles pulled up because I'm ready. Basically, Tiger Woods was in California, I believe. Okay, and he was driving Tuesday morning on Hawthorne Boulevard, which is it's a very hilly area. It's up in the mountains in LA-ish area. And he got in a car accident. He basically veered off of the mountain, tumbled down in an SUV.
No way.
Yep.
So nobody else was involved and he was sober?
There is so little information out about what speed he was going. If he had anything in his system, there's like little to no information about that. It's kind of crazy. They used the jaws of life. No, they did not use the jaws of life to get him out. So it wasn't that bad of an accident. I mean, the pictures are really rough. The front hood is like bent up. There's no windshield. So he had to have had some sort of impact from like the windshield hitting him.
Glass and stuff.
But really the only thing he had surgery on his leg, I believe, which is crazy because he was just coming back up in golf. He just rehabilitated his career from
his affairs.
And I looked up because I lived in Florida in the same city while that news broke. And like we drove by his house all the time.
Oh my God.
Yes. And so you'd see cars sitting outside of his gate, like waiting to take pictures of him. And I looked up today how many women, just because I couldn't remember, and it's over 120.
Jeez.
How did you have time to have sex with 120 people?
How do you have time and or stamina, and how do you not have every STD under the sun?
And what are your standards? Like there had to have been some of them that weren't that pretty. You know what I mean? Like what?
There had to have been some of them that didn't even know who he was. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, like I couldn't even pick out 120 people to have sex with because I'm so picky. There's no way.
Like in life.
Just out of everyone, I don't care.
Yeah.
120 Ryan Reynolds walking around, and then you know what I mean.
Well, that would solve the problem if there were 120 Ryan Reynolds.
Take all of them at one time. I don't even care.
Problem solved.
That's it. That's just how it goes. But 120 women, okay, and he came back and rehabilitated his career where he won the Masters and was like, everyone's comfortable seeing him in the news for positive things.
I'm not. Every time I see him in the news, I'm like, what now?
No, it's wild. It is freaking wild. Because like that just goes to show you, if you're good at something, people will forgive virtually anything.
Yeah.
Even O.J. Simpson. You want to talk about it?
Want to talk about it?
Anybody want to talk about it? Because he killed her. You know he did. And
Sure did.
He sure did. And then he was like, I don't know, that glove didn't fit my hand.
The glove fits.
You must have quit. You know what I mean? It's pretty.
Diabetes makes your hands big.
Oh my God. Yes. Could you imagine that on top of breaking your leg in a car accident? It's gotta be sucked. It's gotta be the worst. It's gotta be the worst. There have been some great Governor Abbott situations and Ted Cruz. You want to talk?
God bless.
Ted Cruz, tell us about what happened with Ted Cruz, Anna.
Okay, so I love that you're asking me this question. So we're dying and frozen, and there's lots of people who have died and were dying. Yeah. And he and his family lost power. And so they decided to go to Cancun because there was really nothing for him to do here, which I think is odd. So he, first of all, he gets caught. Somebody on the airplane, I guess they're flying coach, which was hilarious.
No, there's so many pictures of him just at the airport, like before he even got on the plane. At least 8 or 9 people.
Yeah, like everybody's like, is it your state frozen salad? What are you doing, bro? And he literally gets caught immediately and everybody freaks out. And so then he backtracks and says, the first statement he says is, my 2 daughters wanted to go on a trip because school was canceled and they wanted to be with their friends, their school friends. And I'm a good dad, so I flew with them to drop them off. And now I'm flying back. So, of course, that was a huge lie.
You're flying back because you're flying back because you got caught. And why do you need to chaperone them if your wife was already there?
Right. Wife was there and he packed a massive suitcase and they found out that he changed his flight and he was supposed to fly back the following week. And then my favorite part of this whole story is, first of all, they left their dog. Did you see that?
I know. I saw the picture of it. It's like a little Bichon Frise or something in the door.
And they didn't have power. They left their tiny little poodle in the house without power and went on this vacation. So screw you, animal killer. And then my favorite part is that his wife, Heidi, was in a group text with a bunch of their neighbors and like her girlfriends and was like, it's just too cold. We're going to go to Cancun. I found these flights. It's super cheap. Who wants to come with us? We're going to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. It's only $300 a night. We've stayed there plenty of times before. You guys should come with us. One of her friends screenshotted that whole conversation and just totally threw her under the bus. And God bless that friend. I love that. I'm here for it. I just love that Heidi thinks that she has friends and she just doesn't. And so it all came out and he was like, okay, so, well, I was going to go and I was still going to be able to Zoom and still going to be able to talk to people. And I'm like, no, sir. People like Beto are on the ground. AOC flew here and raised $3 million and Biden's going to be in Houston tomorrow. Like people showed up and he's like, there was nothing for me to do.
No, there's plenty for you to do, but you're just showing us what you do on a normal basis as a Senate seat for this state. You know what I mean?
White boomer men who are Republican.
No, yeah, it's I heard a comedian say that everyone's getting really mad at Ted Cruz for leaving his kids or something after he had come back or something, and she's like, Hispanic men have been doing this for years, but one white man does it. Everyone gets all out of shape about it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. But
wow.
It's and just to be fair, every race has their parents leave. You know, everybody has there's white trash.
So much fun to be had.
No, I'm telling you, it's crazy because Beto was calling like a lot of retirement homes and stuff.
Right. I'm like checking in on the elderly.
Which is like what you should do. Even like if you don't have time to do stuff because you're stuck at the house, then it is your job to figure out how to make your state a better place by doing something in a time where it's like we need it.
Yeah.
And all these people getting crazy high power bills.
That's insane. I haven't seen ours yet, but I will tell you that we get a weekly report of our usage. And our usage was like twice what it is in like the peak summer.
Yeah.
So I'm really terrified about that.
Yeah, some people there were rumors, there was an article that was out that was like $10,000 electric bills, and I was like $10,000 for
one guy got a $16,000 electric bill, and it was on auto draft, so they just took $16,000 out of his bank account.
Well, good luck trying to do that on my bank account. I don't even have that in there. You're not gonna get any money from me.
Kate said that her coworker got a bill for $5,500.
That is wild for something that we had no control over. And
right.
Did you know that the state of Texas doesn't want to join the national grid energy because they want to be in charge of their own energy? But look what that did.
Literal garbage.
Ted Cruz, I mean, you're probably watching this because you're not doing anything for the country.
He's sitting on a beach holding his pina colada. It's virgin.
Yeah, I love pina colada. No, but honestly, it's just wild that like that is what since Trump went out of office, good riddance. These are the things we're reporting on right now because it was such a shit show for so many years that there was always something new in the news about.
You're right. And now we've got Ted Cruz and Taylor Greene, margarine, vanilla, white supremacist, transphobic. I can't believe
it's not butter green, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wild. But I'm happy that we're finally, that me and you didn't lose power. Anybody else out there who lost power, I'm sorry that you had to go through all this bullshit. I know it's rough to try to rely on. Some of them were just getting power for like 2 hours just so they could charge their phones and shit.
I know. It was wild.
Wild. Now, what am I, and now I have to pay extra for only having power for 2 hours.
I know.
Makes no fucking sense. It's okay, but.
Michaels Francis, but we should secede.
Yeah, there's no way we can succeed if this keeps happening. You know what I mean? There's no.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous, even. I'm telling you. What is something you're looking forward to coming up this week?
I have a show on Sunday in Fort Worth at Tulips at 8:00. It's a free show. It's Claws Out Comedy, and it's going to be super fun. My mom will be in attendance.
Yay!
So she's very excited. And it's a very safe, socially distant, mask wearing event. And it'll be the first time that I've been on a stage since June. And that was the first time I had been on the stage since March. So this is just wild, but I'm very, very excited, and I'm going to be on a stage. And then we've got our show, Nick. What day?
Which one?
The Shut the Fuck Up one.
Oh, the Funny Fuck feature.
Yeah.
That one is not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Yes.
The 6th, I believe, of March.
I think so.
It sounds about right. Yeah, it's me, Hannah, Charlotte Forked. I don't know if that's how you say her last name.
Yeah, but she like goes by Charlotte Parker on stage.
Yeah, sorry. God damn it, Charlotte.
God.
Miles Francis, Clinton Taylor, who's hilarious. I love him.
I haven't seen him in a long time. That'll be fun.
Madeline Teig, the resident lesbian that I went to school with.
We all have one.
And then I think David Parsons. Did I come on that show? I have no idea.
Yes, David, our British roaster.
Oh my God, he's so good. Speaking of roasts, we are doing we are coming back with the monthly rendition of the roasts, how to deliver a rump roast.
We're getting the band back together.
We're pulling all of them, all from the last 2 episodes. Roxy,
which were our favorites and the most viewed.
She is, yeah. Oh my God, we're gonna bring everyone back. Even Tom Reisenbeckler is gonna be there.
Oh, God bless.
Oh my God, I know. And now I love having him, even if he doesn't deliver comedy ever.
Yeah.
It's nice to have him because everyone rips on him so hard.
It's a good time. I'm really surprised that he keeps coming back for it because we're mean.
Well, I think now that his gallbladder is gone, I think that he had, maybe that took too many punches and now he's all healed. You know what I mean?
That's good. Good for
Really,
him. He's less
really
of a man now, so good.
Yeah. Now, what does the gallbladder even affect? I don't even know.
I don't know.
How can you live without one?
People do it.
I don't know. Science is weird. Science is weird. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
But we also, me and Miles Francis have a show this Saturday at United Performing Arts Center, same place that we'll be performing our show. And it is a leather and lace show. It's a burlesque troupe here in the area. And I love bringing Miles because this is the second time I've invited him out to see boobs.
Love.
And like,
That'll be so fun.
What a good friend am I? You know, that's crazy.
The best.
I'm like the best. We are going to wrap the show up tonight because we want you to go over, it's his liver I'm concerned about. We are going to, let me get information on what this show is called. It's We Bought a Zoom. It's for my friend Wes Corwin. It is a,
we love Wes.
Cheyenne Jahani, who has done a couple of my shows before and has been on the roast. He's going to be doing it too. And it's really to raise money for anyone who is affected by the power outages. And just, there was so much money that people lost and they have to get money for these goddamn power bills. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Really do. It's kind of crazy. The electricity is wonky right now because the storm outside, I don't know if it's storming there. Look at me.
Oh, it's about to.
Yeah. But we're going to get off here, go take a pee break, go get a refreshment, and I will post the link to Wes Corwin's show in just a minute. But Hannah, it was lovely getting to chat.
Love chatting with you. It's like grown-up time. Only one child bothered me this whole time.
Oh my God. And it was adorable. I just saw her face pop up and I was like, oh my God, ghosts.
She knows. She's like, everyone watch me. I'm adorable.
She is. Really, I think we got more viewers then.
It's possible.
But I love you. Have a good night. Don't cause problems.
Love you.
Bye.